Hello, good evening. Right, I think we're all ready to go. It's Monday, so we are going to be playing with our monthly mate box. So it's the May monthly mate box. So we're using our lovely Stella. I think I'm only going to use Stella tonight. I've got an idea. I'm being brave. I've got the embossing powders out, so you have been warned. Hi, Maxine. So embossing powders, the lovely Stella, and well, we'll see how it works. Oh, I've just realised I've got volume on my phone, so I can hear myself. Hi, Sean. So that's the plan. That's what we're going to be playing with tonight. Yeah, and just hopefully I don't make too much of a mess with the embossing powders, because you know I'm not the best when it comes to embossing powders. What else have we got to tell you? I put a sneaky peek up on Facebook for the June box that will hopefully be being sent out later this week. So yeah, I think that's everything. So should we get started? There we go. Let's move this over. Now I've got to admit, I have been moving things around today. So I think, yeah, my camera's a little bit close. Hi Zena, hi Tracy. So you'll have to bear with. Oh, and I've got a light in the wrong place. Let me just sort that one out first. I thought I'd sorted it all out, but oh no. Okay, we're going to have a little bit of glare, I think. There we go, I'll move it out of the way. Right, so, I've got copy of paper everywhere. Told you my desk was a bit of a mess. Hi Noella, hi Lynn. So, what have I got here? I have got a piece of Kraft card that's 6.5. I'm pretty sure it's 6.5 by 6.5. So, a lovely square piece. There we go. And I've got my gold embossing powder out. Yeah, being brave. And a clear embossing pad. And my anti-static pad. So I'm just going to have a look, which is my juicy. Oh, that's my dirty one. Not that it matters for this. That looks a little bit cleaner. Right. That's a bit better, isn't it? Things are getting a bit bright around here. And I'm just going to use Stella. So let me move all these other bits out my way. Right, here we go. You can tell I'm not the best when it comes to embossing. I'm just going to emboss all over on here. Then we're going to cover our card with a lovely, lovely Stella. So there was a sample like this one. I don't know, Lynn. We are very zoomed in tonight. Only because I've had one of them days where I had a few jobs to do, and then I suddenly remembered, oh, I've not moved my cameras back. So I'm going to stamp lovely Stella. You'll notice I'm just popping her on, but I'm making sure a tail ender goes over the edge. So I'm doing like a quarter, aren't I? There we go. Turn it round. Ink her up again. And then this one is going to come in here. So again, I'm cheating, so I don't have to mat and lay any masking. Yeah. Popping that there like that. Then I'm going to pop my embossing powder onto these two before it dries, because it's quite warm in here. I have my heating on. It's been a alright chilly day outside. This is where I should probably look for a bit more embossing powder. There we go. As you can see, beautiful, aren't they? Gotta love Stella. And a few of you have been asking when she'll be available on the website. It'll be a week on Friday she'll be on the website. Because I don't want to pop it on there and then you have to wait a while for us to get it out to you in the post. I'll just wipe that one there. See, you're all way better on technology than me. I don't have a clue. So again, I'm just going to pop this one in as well. So just building up a lovely background, but we're cheating as well because we're not doing any of that fancy masking. Yeah, because I wanted to keep it really simple today. And then give it one last time. Oof. And it'll just fit in there. So that's why I cut it to 6.5 inch, because you can just get it so it looks like you spent ages positioning everything, and it's not. It just fits all neatly in there. Give that one a good press. And then just be careful where you pick it up now, because you've got embossing powder everywhere. There's that one. Oops, I keep missing that petal off, don't I? It reminds me of wallpaper. Don't know why. Let's just pop this away. It might be time for me to invest in a new gold. There's much left in there, is there? Right. So we've got the lovely Stella stamped in our corners. Pop all my embossing stuff in one place, because you know it's going on the floor if I don't. After the day I've had, literally everything I've been doing has ended up on the floor at one point. Alright, bad case of dropsies. I'm just going to start warming this up. I'm just going to work around it. Oh, Mum. I don't know why I have to concentrate so much when I'm embossing. It is. You'd think I'd get better, wouldn't you? Hi, Yvonne. So far, so good with the embossing. I should really touch some wood so I don't jinx myself. 2 down, 2 to go. Hi, Pauline. And the last one. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. Right. Nope. We're not. Oh, and there. Pesky petals again. How rude. Right, now we're there. Yeah? So, we've just got our lovely Stella. I told you it was going to be a really quick one tonight. Lovely style. You can see that lovely shine on that gold embossing powder. She looks beautiful, doesn't she? So I am on Kraft card. So I've got two choices now. I can either go to my watercolour pencils or I can go to my oxides. I think we did oxide last week, didn't we? Or did we do brush over? No, we did oxides, didn't we, last week? So I'm going to go to my pencils tonight. That was my kitchen roll on the floor. I told you I've had a proper day of dropsies. Everything I've touched today has ended up on the floor. Not even like nearby, like the other end of the room. So I'm just going to grab a scrap piece of card as well, so I can test out my colours on it. So obviously I want a bit of green. Now, key to working on your Kraft card, I'm no expert when it comes to colouring, you all know that. But what I find is you want your brighter colours. So I'm going to go with, oh, would help if I did it where you could see. I'm going to go with probably, can you see it's almost like a neon colour? Yeah. So that'll be my green combo. And should we go, I think pink, don't we? Hi Mum. I do think we'll go pink. I'm actually, which one do we prefer? Oh, baby pink, or I think baby pink. Or peach. Oh, decisions. That could look quite nice. Come see if I pick it up. Yeah. Actually, I think we're going to go baby pink. Which I think was that one. Oh, hello, Mrs. Thomas. I'm going to do some colouring in today. I'm just having a look if my pink... Oh no, that's orange. Yeah, that's not a good one. It always gets me sometimes because the water ones, they look a different shade. So that's what we're going to go with. And we're just going to whip round now. And because I have embossed this, it means I'm not going to go out my lines as easy, doesn't it? Oh, my desk. You know when you've used your anti-static bag and you get that kind of like talky feel to your desk. You see, the teenager in our house is fine. It's the 6-year-old going on 16 even, that causes the problems. Mr. Stroppy Pants. That does look a little bit neon. It doesn't look as bad on screen. It is really neon. So let's just tone it down a little bit with a bit darker. And as you know, I always say I am not a colourist at all, because I'm not. Putting a little bit darker down me. You're not selling those teenage years, Noala, at all. There we go. Move around doing our green. See, I'm not doing any really fancy colouring at all. I'm just popping. Thought my finger hurt. I've got a little cut. Ow. Nothing too complicated when we're colouring these in at all. Let's keep going around the edges. This one's looking a bit too. There we go. Sometimes if it's not blended, but I don't know if you can see on here, where you've got like the distinct lines of the dark and then you've got the pale. Yeah. If you just go back over with your paler one, it just blends it back together. Yeah. Like I say, far better colourers out there than me. It's not looking too bad, is it? I'll just keep going. Lovely. Tranquil colouring. I could have used my oxides for this one because they would have looked quite good. I think because we're on the Kraft card as well, I think pencil crayons are a lovely idea. Hi Christine. I've already changed my mind on what we're doing with this one. I was going for subtle, but actually I'm quite liking these colours standing out, so we'll just keep adding. A little bit more over the top. In hindsight, I might not have gone with such a neon green. Whoop, pale ones. Yeah. I just realised tonight's pretty boring, isn't it? Just watching me colouring in. So we have what have we got going on? We've got our the swaps. The swaps are, I think I say this every month, and this month's swaps are amazing. They are just, I can't believe they're just, well, they're just amazing and gorgeous. I've swapped them. They are ready to go to the post box tomorrow, so we'll be winging their way to you. We've also got the weekly challenge going on over in our group as well. So anything you make, anything crafty you make this week, pop a picture of it off. Oh, I'll start that again. That sounded really rude, didn't it? Pop a picture of it in the group. And I will automatically pop you into the box. And Little Bear's already said he'll be happily pull a name out on Saturday for me. The next theme, I will get it up I will get that one up. I just haven't got to it just yet. I will definitely pop it up this week. So look at that, lovely green. On Kraft card, I think it just looks amazing. So now we're going to start on our lovely pink flowers. I did find my pencil sharpener today. Where did I put it? I have to use that one. You know when you put something in a safe place? That's the one. Yeah, he was very proud of his little video on Saturday. I asked him to pull a name out of the hat and he said, well, how will they know I've done it? Oh, do you want to do a video then? Yep. I'm like, okay. You know, just to prep me, what are you going to say? You didn't want to know the first take. the first idea he had. Like, nope, we're not doing that. It started off with, good morning, ladies. At that point, I pressed the stop button. So we went for a second take. Just get this lovely pink going. our little bear did the, sorry, Crafty Bear did the name pull on Saturday morning for us. For our winner of last week's competition. Last week's challenge. It's not a competition, is it? It's a challenge. So I'm just getting all my pale pink on there. And then again, I'm going to grab, you might think he's cute, spend a couple of hours with him. Oh. We might have made a step forward on the old having our haircut situation though. I'm sure, well, it's going to, no matter how I say it, it's going to sound really dodgy. We keep driving past barbers to see if it's a suitable bear establishment to go and get his hair cut. Oh yes, he's actually got 2 wobbly teeth at the moment. Just in time. Just in time for them, they always do. Caravan mashed potato. I don't know what it is with caravan mashed potato, but they always bring out his teeth. So he's got 2 wobbly ones. So I'm reckoning Tooth Fairy will be visiting twice next week. So he's already clocked that one and just told me to get the money ready for him. Right. I'm loving this pink actually. Let me just do this last one here. You're getting a bit of a glare, aren't you, on it? The pink is looking just beautiful. So I'm going to start speeding up a little bit because I didn't really think this through, did I? We're going to end up with a beautiful card, I can tell you that. So as long as, again, so yeah, we've made progress on the haircut front. Hopefully the one we drove by tonight, there we go, looking pretty cool, that, isn't it? I'm just going to whiz around the next one. It had a proper name, it was called Mike. That was the name of the shop, so hopefully we might actually get him looking like a boy and not a bear anymore. Looks a bit like Shaggy out of Scooby-Doo at the moment. Oh, I was wobbling the table a bit too much there. Got my laptop banging away. That'll teach me, won't it? Yep. But I'm not faffing. You know me, when it comes to colouring in, I'm not one to sit for hours colouring. I'm impatient pants, aren't I? So I want instant results. And all I'm doing is, you notice, I'm just going up those lines on my flower. I think we did this the other day, didn't we, when we were colouring something in. So I'm going up those little lines we've got drawn on our flower, around the edge, and done. So up that line, and around the edge. I think we'll all be very pleased about the haircut situation. It's like cousin It walking towards you. I tried plaiting it the other night and he was still even impressed by it. I thought that'd make him have it cut a bit more, but oh no, quite like the fact I could plait his hair for him. mind him having it long. I'd just like him to have it cut. You know, a nice trim. It doesn't look like he's just rolled out of bed. I sound awful, don't I? Nearly there. Oh no, I'm not. I've got 2 more to do. Who stamps 4 flowers and then expected to colour them in quickly? This would look nice in blue as well, wouldn't it? You know, a lovely pale blue. Just do that. Let me just move my laptop screen because it's in the other camera. There we go. Now I can't see what I'm doing. It must just be a boy thing then. I'm hoping it's a phase he'll just grow out of. He used to love going to the hairdresser because he used to go to the sweet shop next door. We can't go to that one at the moment. And well, to be fair, the one we looked at that had a proper name is next to a park, so... Oh, enjoy. There we go. Just adding little bits in there. It is, it's coming together, isn't it? You can see the one I've not done. I'm showing you the one I've not done. There we go. Them 2. last ones. Maybe it is a boy thing. There you go, right, we're nearly there. Nearly there, ladies and gents. You never know, we might have a gent watching. Ooh, I've got a bit of raw. Oh, how exciting, Pauline. Can't wait to hit that M56. Oh, I missed that one out as well. Oh, you're not on top of the ball, on the ball today, are you? We nearly had a wonky flower then. Normally you tell me when I miss bits. Oh, it looks like I'm going to go seriously wrong. And again, I know I keep saying it, but you would colour in a lot neater and a lot tidier than me. Nearly there. I said that a minute ago, didn't I? And we still had one to go. Oh, I think the holidays though, Pauline. Find a lovely B&B somewhere near. boom, straight in it. We're there, nearly there, nearly there. And it is really starting to pop, isn't it, because of it being on that Kraft card. Let's see if I can find that sample I did. Very similar to this, but it was on white card using marker pens. I thought today it'd be nice. I'm looking at which ones I like the best. Now, what I'm doing is I'm eyeballing. So this one's got a big empty patch here. That one's not too bad. See, that one's got a real big empty patch there. So I'm trying to work out which I want to be at the top, because generally when you look at a card, the first thing you look at is kind of the top. Because if you think about it, it's like reading, isn't it? You always read that way. Yeah? So you start at the top and you read. And it's the same when you're looking at something. You generally will start and scan it. So if you're doing something like this and you know one's a bit of a dog's dinner, make sure that's in the bottom corner, because no one will notice. Now I'm going to do it that way. So all I'm going to do now is I've grabbed our trusty charcoal pencil. I hope you ladies are getting on with yours. They just add such detail to our, not detail, depth. Yeah, so you start to see, just adding. I tell you, I've moved the camera today, haven't I? There we go. I'm not going to stretch as far, which is kind of nice. I'm just going to do the same over here. So you'll notice my shadow is always underneath, unless I mess up. Well, you have had a chat, Pauline, and there's a lot to emboss. I've been very brave embossing. I think I need a sticker or something for that. Yep, just keep adding a little bit to it, and it just adds that little bit. Oops. You'd think having the embossing there would help me stay closer to it. It's not. Because I jump around so much, isn't it? Again. And again. There's nowhere near on that one. Never mind. Told you it was a real simple one tonight. So I think that works, doesn't it? Got that lovely little bit of shading just added to it. Use the embossing powder or the or Stella. I'll have to look back at your tag now and see which one it was. That could be it. I could have picked an idea up off a tag today. Hi Kim. Right, so we're there. We've got this bit done. I think I'm quite happy with how it's looking. Yep. So all I'm going to do now. Oh, the pencil. Let's have a closer look. I think it's one of them, isn't it? Once you get into it, you'll end up using it loads. So I've got live in the moment. I'm going to make this into the background. So I've got a choice. Do I use brown card or do I use white card? And I'm actually going to use white card because I want it to pop from the page. Yep. And I also am going to do, I'm just going to grab some white card out of my drawer. Let's see if I've got enough here. Maybe. I was tidying up my scraps as well earlier, so I should have loads. And I find a teeny tiny bit. There we go. That'll do. Look at that for perfect fit. Liking that. and I want some black ink. Should we use brown? No, I'm going to use black. Because I want this bit to stand out. I think I'll use brown around my flower in a minute. Just giving it lots and lots of little taps. Shame to cover it up. Well, hopefully we will, what's the word I'm looking for? Enhance. Would look, I tell you what, it would look quite nice as like, what they call, go on the wall. Like a picture, and the other one canvas. Oh, I told you I was tired today. I do lose my words sometimes. And other times. Right, so I now want a few little flowers. I think I'm just going to have one actually. Just at the top. That big one, the big one on Stella is going to be too big. It's going to completely overshadow our words. However, that smaller one will be perfect. I'm just going to turn that round. I am going to find, she says, hopefully, my brown ink. I'm just going to ink up this one that's sticking out the side. You could be really inventive and do one of them like flip and flap cards. I tried doing a cloth card the other day and it just didn't work. I got very upset. Right. So, yeah, that should work, shouldn't it? I'm just going to grab, good job I didn't put my colours away. Should have probably just run over with heat gun. I could use my embossing powders again, but that'd be like tempting fate, wouldn't it? I've done well so far with them. There we go. Let's grab a little bit of pink. I'm not being as heavy-handed now because I've not got those emboss lines to butt up to. I'm just going a little bit gentler. Gentle, isn't it? Doesn't look the same at all, does it, on the white? Hopefully it'll all flip together in a minute. There we go, right, and it's just reminded me, on this one you don't notice, on this one you notice that I haven't done the centre on it. Never mind. Whoops. I told you Droxy's today. Everything's just going on the floor. There we go. So that's going to go somewhere like that, straight in the middle. Could do with, I want to do a craft card as well. So let me just grab a little piece of craft card. Do a quick mat. See if that one's big enough. No, nowhere near. I could tell just by looking properly. So we're going to pop that on here. I only want a really narrow border around it. There we go. Turned out a little bit bigger, but it should work. So you can see it is absolutely going to pop off the page now. Imagine a little bit of floof behind it. I've got some just behind me. So I think, yeah, I'm trying to think if I want to do anything else to it before we move on. I'll leave it like that so we can have a look at it and make our decision. I'm just going to cut out Stella. I love these little Stella flower heads because they are so easy to cut out. There you go. Pigeons back on my roof, he's shouting. At least it's not the squirrel that comes and shouts in the door. If I leave the door open enough, he literally comes and stands and shouts at the door. Now I know what it is and it's shouting at me. It doesn't scare me quite as much. But the first time he did it, woof, I nearly shot out of here like a jackrabbit. You don't expect a squirrel to be stood shouting at you, do you? Right. I am quite liking it. I'm not sure if it needs to go at the bottom there. Yes. Right. I'm not happy with the background. To me saying, I'm happy with this background. Absolutely love it. However, I think this bit just needs a little bit more work. So, I'm just going to grab a little bit of tea dye. I'm making my mind up now between tea dye and pink. I think the pink one. It is quite shocking. See, nobody believes me when I say squirrel shouting at you is quite shocking. It is, because they have a right good screech. I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it. You don't think that noise comes out of a little thing with a long tail. But they do. They might shout at you. It's not going to be quite enough this, so I literally just want to break it up a little bit. So you could go to your sketch lines, your dotted lines, any of those, but because it's monthly mate night, I am going to stick with monthly mate. Yep. I've just inked that up in, I'll have a look in a minute, the brown sepia. But I didn't ink up all my stamp. Silly Billy. Sorry, we were talking about the squirrel that comes and shouts at me. No, Alan. He does shout at me. Bangs on the roof as well, which is quite off-putting. I'm assuming he doesn't like the music I'm listening to. And it's not on loud before him. I'm not actually sure if there's two squirrels, just one of them likes to shout, one of them just looks at you in a dazed manner. Like that. Right. I'm going to grab my yellows just to add a little bit to my... I'm not going to do loads of colouring in on here. To be fair, you're not going to see that far in, are you? Tell you, some days if I just thought ahead a little bit. And where's my charcoal pencil gone again? I'm going to add a little bit around here. Hopefully. There we go. Can you see? I know it's not a lot, but it's just added that little bit to it. And I think when we put it back on our page, there we go. And I'm just going to distress those edges a little bit more as well. So, what do I do with my tea dye? There it is. Oops. Come apart, you two. There's that one. It's getting there, isn't it, now? You can see where we're going with it now. So I'm just putting a really dark edge on, so I've taken my sepia again. There we go. The only downside with doing that is it does fluff up your ink pad a bit. Can you see mine? I think we used tea dye last week, didn't we? Right. Looking a lot better, isn't it? And then we're just going to have our little mini Stella coming somewhere like that on the bottom. Now, oh, that was my toe. Oh, something else I've dropped. Ooh. So I'm just going to cut myself a little bit of floof. Cut that much. I'm not going to need that much. It did. It was actually sepia I used on the edge, but it does look, because I've gone so heavy with it, it does look black. I'm half tempted to doodle around it, but I don't know where my brown doodle pen is. Right, so to finish it off now, where did I put that yellow? We've got a bit of floof going on. We have got, just going to grab a little bit of yellow, scissors. And on this one too. A quick flick round. Tell I'm not putting much colour into this at all, because yellow onto your craft card, you're not really going to see much, are you? We do see it. Go right. Turn that around there. We're going to pop our live in the moment. I do love this saying. In the centre, like so. I'm going to grab a bit of floof, because I think it will just add to it. And we're not covering up that much, really. Hope I'm forgiven for covering up that background. I always tilt my head when I'm colouring. I don't know what it is about that. So let's just pop a little bit of floof on. So all I'm doing is I'm just pulling it, because it's woven. Yeah, if you pull the edges, it makes it look a little bit more ratty and a bit more, has a bit more character to it. So I'm just going to pop that there, like so. We'll pop our live in the moment there, and then we're going to pop our little flower, our little Stella, just down in that bottom corner. I would then mount that probably onto a cream base card, or onto, oh, imagine pale pink, and then onto a craft card base. That could look quite good, couldn't it? So there we go, all done. So what have we used? We have only used Stella. Oh no, we did use the big one, didn't we, in the end? So we've used Stella, we've stamped her around the edge in our embossing powder. I did 4 lots of stamping with embossing powder. Yep, a round of applause for me tonight. Coloured them all in using our pencil crayons to get that lovely effect on our craft card. I've added a little bit of charcoal to it, just to give it a little bit more depth. I did say I was going to grab that sample. Let me see if I can find it. There we go. Oh, that's got floof on it as well. So, this is the one we've done tonight. This is where I took the inspiration from. So you can see it's on white, but that is made with marker pens. Yeah? You get a completely different feel, don't you? Let's see if I can pop them both together. Ish together, aren't they? So completely different look. This one looks really perky. This one to me is like blossom trees. Yeah. Right. There you go. 2 ideas there. That one's got green behind it. And that one's got our lovely. There you go. See, there you go. That's how it'd look on cream. I think I prefer the Kraft card. I do. I think I prefer that Kraft card. So, that was quite quick actually tonight, wasn't it? That's it for tonight. I hope you enjoyed that. I've had loads of fun colouring in. I don't get to colour in that often, do I? So, yeah, hope you've enjoyed that one. What was I going to say? Those of you who've been asking about Stella and the Multimate being on the website, it'll be a week on Friday. We're back on Friday at 8 o'clock. And hopefully, Multimates will be going out this week. So, that's it. That's it from me tonight. Oh, thank you all. I've really enjoyed doing that. That's some fun. But the important thing is to cut your card 6.5 inch. That way you don't have to do any masking. That's me being lazy. So that's a good little tip for you. If you cut it at 6.5, saves you a load of masking work. There's nothing worse than having to get those tail enders all stuck up. And yeah, too much of a faff. So cut it 7.5. Job's a good one. So that's it from me. Thank you so much for joining me. Back on Friday at 8 o'clock. It's football, isn't it? Yep, 8 o'clock on Friday. So hopefully I will see you then. Thanks for watching. Take care. Stay safe. And I'll see you again very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.